This episode is brought to you by Fandango. People say fans are too distracted these days, but the truth is, when a great movie hits the screen, you show up. You stay glued, invested, part of the story. And without fans like you, there'd be no cinema magic, no shared moments. So head to Fandango.com to get tickets, stream, or rent or buy top movies and series. Fandango loves fans.
K-pop Demon Hunters Saja Boy's breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja Boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
This is the plaintiff, Roger DeLaura. He says he owned an ultralight airplane and he wanted to get a new paint job on it before selling it. Unfortunately, the paint color on the plane and the color on the fabric covers didn't match and it looked horrible. The defendant refuses to repaint the plane, so it matches the fabric covers. So he has no choice but to sue the obviously colorblind painter for the $1,304 he's owed. This is the defendant, Robert Lahan. He says the problem here is with the plaintiff, not him. The guy's one of those impossible-to-please types, if you know what he means. Bottom line, he gave the guy a great paint job. Everything matches, and he thinks the judge will agree, and he'll be flying out of court today with a victory. He's accused of hitting Turbulence with a customer.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Roger DeLaura, you are suing Lahan's Auto Body Shop, represented here by the owner, Robert Lahan, for $1,304. The estimate that you've received to repaint a job that Mr. Lahan's body shop did that you feel was subpar and a breach of the contract. Tell me what happened. What are we talking about? What is
We're
this?
talking about an ultralight airplane.
An ultralight airplane. What is tell me what an ultralight airplane is.
Okay. Has to weigh under 254 pounds. Has to be single place, one passenger. It can't hold more than 5 gallons of gas. It has to take off in less than 27 miles an hour. Can't exceed, I believe it's 57 miles an hour or 60 miles an hour. And if it meets that criteria,
Oh my gosh,
you don't need a license.
60 miles an hour in the air and something that weighs 200 and something with 5 gallons of gas?
And
how long can you fly it for?
If I fly 45 knots, I can stay up, I can do 200 miles on 5 gallons.
Really?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so go on.
And you don't need a license to fly it if it meets that criteria.
Who does this? Who does? So you have a death wish of some sort? Like,
No,
is
I
this
have
like
a
very
life wish.
Okay, I've heard of them. I've seen them, but I've never seen them without my husband next to me in the car looking up and saying, "Those people are crazy." How high do you end up going?
I've been up over 8,000 feet, but I could go much higher. I really like to fly low and slow and go over the beaches, you know, just touching the wheels on the ground.
Wow, okay. How long have you been doing this?
I've been flying hang gliders for 40 years and 32 years for ultralights.
Must be very peaceful.
Yeah, it's great.
Are there a lot of accidents?
I was
Is there
obsessed.
Ask him if he had any emergency
I can't hear you from the chair.
Okay.
Ask him how many emergency landings he's had.
Who are you? Who is that man?
I'm a witness, friend.
He's a friend? That's your friend. Your friend wants to know if you have emergency landing equipment.
18.
18 what?
Emergency landings.
You've had to do 18 emergency landings. Okay.
Without a scratch.
How do you do an emergency landing?
Well, I usually lose, I run out of gas, something broke the prop, I had to shut the motor.
Is there anyone who loves you at home?
Yeah.
But your insurance is paid up, so everything's fine?
That was one of the criteria.
Yeah. Have you ever crashed?
The last time I flew it, I was flying out on the south shore of Long Island around West Hampton, and I was flying just out by the breakers, and I lost power, and I had to bring it down, and there was a lot of people on the beach, so I went way back by the dunes. I didn't get hurt.
All right, let me ask you a question. How do you meet the defendant?
How do I meet? I live very close, maybe 1.25 miles from where his business is, and I stopped there and brought this cowling to him. And
Now, the cowling is a piece that goes over the engine?
Yeah, it's made out of fiberglass, and it just...
You bring the cowling to him for what?
To get painted.
Okay. Did you bring the paint?
No.
Okay.
No.
How did you give him the color?
It's on the plane.
I need the person who keeps shouting out answers to stop. Okay.
Okay.
It's on the plane,
The
meaning...
fabric on the plane is all this.
Okay. There's
if I
fabric
can show
on the
you a
plane. I didn't even
picture-
know that there's fabric on the plane.
Okay.
I understand you have the plane here.
Yes. There's only 3 parts that needed painting.
Okay. So this is the fabric that's on the plane, so you wanted the cowling to match this.
Correct.
That is what you're saying.
Correct.
So you tell him, paint that cowling to match this color.
Correct.
Okay. And then does he show you samples of which one you might think
No.
match better? All right. So he paints the cowling, and what happens?
It doesn't match.
Okay.
I mean, here's pictures of the...
Except for that you keep giving him other things to paint as well. This is your first business with him.
Right.
You bring him an engine cowling. He paints it. It doesn't match. What do you do?
Well, I didn't know it didn't match that great because I don't have the plane with me or the fabric
Well,
with
how'd you
me.
get this piece of fabric?
Oh, I've had that in case I have to make repairs or anything.
Exactly. You have that in case you have to match it. So you didn't bring this to him?
in case I have to... That matches the whole fabric of the whole plane.
Listen to me. You didn't bring this to him when having him pick out
No,
what...
I brought him the cowling that was the right color.
Okay, so you bring him the cowling for what purpose?
So he could see the color and match the color.
Not for him to paint it?
No, he was supposed to call me when he got the color, and I'd bring everything in and he'd paint it all at once.
Okay, and then
But
what
that didn't
happens
happen.
instead?
He painted it. I went down without the plane there. I couldn't, tell you how far off it was.
When you brought the two things together and you brought him everything, and now everything is in the same spot.
No, but I didn't see the other. It wasn't
Why
next
didn't
to
you
the
see
other
it?
thing. Because I just dropped it off in the office.
Exactly, but you could have looked at all of it to make sure it was all the color you wanted and everything was good, right?
I guess I could have, yeah.
You didn't, and then you dropped it off, and then what happens next?
I dropped it off, and I left.
And then?
And then he painted it. I picked it up, and it's way off.
All right, now you have the pictures that you want me to see to show me how it's.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll see it right now.
All right, that's the original paint, the cowling, the nose, everything. You can see the tail boom, the nose cowling.
I cannot believe that you get in this thing and fly up that high.
Okay.
I'm in shock.
This is after it was painted. You can see the difference. Yeah, I'll give you all of them.
What's going on? Tell me about the paint
In
job.
May, he brought us a cowling of the airplane, and I painted the cowling of the airplane, and we had it scanned to the cowling of the airplane at our paint manufacturer. They electrically scan it, and they make the paint to whatever's on that cowling, and that's exactly what we
Yeah,
did.
but that's not true, because I'm looking at the old picture and the new picture, and it's a different color, that's for sure.
The cowling that he brought us was worked on. He had body
I know,
work
but
that
take a
he
look.
did to
Here's
it.
the old picture, and everything matches. And then here's a picture where it's a different hue of purple completely. So I don't know what kind of scanner you use, but it's off, How do you not look at that and see that it's a different purple?
I didn't have the two things together.
I don't need the two things together. It's not slightly off. They're two different colors completely. How do you not see that when you look at it?
I guess I was negligent. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit,
No, the nose cowling and all the other... The part that I gave him was the original color.
So you scan it, and then what?
They make the paint. We bring it. We paint the cowling. The cowling's done for 2 weeks. We show him the cowling. This is the color of the cowling. He says this paint looks good. Then he brings us... First, it was supposed to be 5 pieces of an airplane. It was cowlings, 3 or 4 cowlings, and a tube. When he shows up at our shop, he brings the whole airplane, not the tube of the airplane. A complete airplane comes to the shop. We paint the whole airplane. He picks it up, loves it, takes it away. Months go by, not just a couple of weeks. Months go by, and then in September he comes back to the shop and says that we broke a piece of his airplane, a piece of plastic that holds something on.
When did you paint it?
We painted it in July and August is when we painted it. We pay
And
him
then
the
he comes
airplane.
back in July
In
and August.
September. He came back in
Okay, that's
September.
not months.
That's
There's not months between August and September.
A month later, he comes back.
Okay.
And he tells us that we broke a piece of his airplane. We told him we did not break anything on his airplane. Then he comes back in October and tells us that the paint doesn't match the fabric.
Okay, do you have paperwork from each of the times that he came back?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I just have paint. I just have the receipts for the paint that we bought.
For the receipts for the paint? What about for the job you did?
It's not just paint. It's clear paint, tape, paper.
Okay, you know what? Let's take it outside and take a look at it so you can tell me what came first.
The plaintiff flies ultralight planes. He says the defendant screwed up the color when he painted it. More importantly, he's made 18 emergency landings, crashed once, and he's still flying. Let's listen.
You sit here,
Yes, I do.
and your legs fit in there,
That's right.
and you go how many miles per hour so I can relate to this?
I usually fly around 55 miles an hour.
And how high up?
I've been over 8,000, but I could go higher.
All right, so this is the original color that this used to be, according to you?
Exactly.
So that's a piece you bring them originally,
Correct.
and when you pick it up and it's that color, you don't notice.
I looked at the surface finish. The surface finish looked good. The color, I wasn't.
But did you say to him, the color, I'm not
No,
sure?
I would no.
It just doesn't bother you then?
No, this was upstairs. I didn't see this. I didn't have the other part to see it. He had
Now,
it
when you
I
have
don't
a
know
chance
where
to
it was.
compare them, you don't compare them?
I don't know where I had some injuries, and there's a lot of stuff going down, and I just rushing to get things done, and then that was it.
I have a question for you. When he comes to your place with the rest of the plane,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, you still have that piece with you, right?
I have that piece. That
Okay.
piece is already finished.
When you're doing the paint job,
Yep.
on that one, don't you notice that they're different colors?
None of this is here.
It's not there at all?
Nothing
There's
is
not
here.
a piece of anything purple?
Nothing purple. And what our assertion is, why did you not bring us the wing color and match this wing color?
Yeah, why did
We could-
either of you
we
do
could-
that? Because
we
my
could
question,
paint the color. We could paint the airplane any color you want. It doesn't matter.
according to you, he should be seeing that there's a different purple. I don't know why he should be objecting to it if you didn't, but according to you, he should be seeing that it's a different purple because when you lift this, what?
If you lift this, all of this fabric is
Yeah.
Velcroed. This came with the plane
This was on it.
on it.
Is it accurate that this part was on it? Just maybe this pole?
That could have been on it, yeah.
Okay. And you don't see that this is different than this, or you don't care that this is different than this?
We don't care that that's different.
Right, it's not your
exactly.
call,
It's
it's
not
his
my
call.
call.
Okay.
He picked the color twice.
Okay.
I should have checked it,
I mean,
but I didn't.
if this is obvious enough where he should note it, why isn't it obvious enough that you should note it?
Because I
Because you were in
really,
a rush.
Yeah.
It didn't matter to you then. When did it start to matter to you? How many months later?
Well, it mattered to me when I finally took the thing out of the trailer and in the daylight and looked at it. And I'm saying, this is ridiculous. I can't live with it.
Yes, it is ridiculous. Let's go inside.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you fly an ultralight? This guy, remember, 18 emergency landings, 1 crash. Would you do it?
I would not ride with it, no.
Would you do it at all? Would you fly in an ultralight?
No, it sounds like it's really unsafe.
I mean, it must be really fun gliding through the air.
I don't know. It doesn't seem entirely safe.
Okay, but he loves it. This guy loves it. Going inside the courtroom. Thanks, guys.
Got these new glasses. Takes a while to
clear up.
We won't be doing that. All right. Mr. Lahan, how much did you get paid to do this job?
$500, man.
And you're suing for $1,300. Why?
Because I got I got 3 estimates, but they said now they have to sand that all down, so there's more work involved.
Why wouldn't they have had to sand down the other thing? How come
Because
they were
I
just
sanded it down. I did the body work on it. I had little holes in it. I sanded it down, filled them.
May I see the 3 estimates that you got?
I originally painted the plane. And I know it was a custom color because
So it looks like you underbid the job, huh?
Like I said, originally we thought we were just painting some small pieces in a tube. Never was an airplane ever brought into the picture, nor did he tell us that we were going to bring a whole airplane to it.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bigger amount that you were painting. You were painting the
We were
amount.
just you saw how small the parts were. They weren't all that big.
Yeah.
Until the plane came in, and then it got real big.
All right, here's, everyone seems to be, well, not everyone, you seem to be very hung up on, see, it doesn't match. And you readily concede it doesn't match. Correct? I mean, there's no question it doesn't match.
But we never had the wing. The first time we saw the wing covering was in October when he brought it to us.
All right, you know what? Here's what I've got. I've got you bringing him a cowling. I've got you telling him, I want you to match this paint. And then I've got you looking at what he did and saying, good job. Not, no, it doesn't match. No, this is awful. No, when I ask you, why didn't you just bring a piece of the fabric like you're bringing me in court so that that could be matched? You answer, I was busy. I had problems. I had health issues. It was dark. The dog ate my homework. Then you bring him the rest of the stuff. And when you bring him the rest of the stuff, you have another opportunity because now you've actually got some fabric to check and see whether you like what's going on. But it's upstairs, I'm downstairs, I drop it off, I'm in a rush, okay, the dog ate my homework again. Then you pick up the plane and you have a third opportunity to say, wait, this is wrong. And then there's a bunch of excuses again until a month later or whatever it is that you finally say that. Now listen to me. You've had 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 opportunities. And it's just crazy. I'm not going to order him to pay this to you. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Thank you.
And so the flyer comes out here on the losing end of this case. Come on in here. What's your first reaction as you come out?
My first reaction is I'm very surprised. I mean, the colors were so far off, and I mean, if
you're not colorblind or anything, right? I mean, it was a big difference.
There's a big difference, but like I say, when everything was separated, I took the cowlings, put it in the back of the car.
I know. How hard is it to fly those things? Are those things dangerous?
I've been flying for 30-something years. That plane. No, it's
more than a lawnmower, right?
Yeah,
a little bit more.
They put them in snowmobiles and.
All right, head right around the corner. Good luck flying. All right, so come on in here. What happened in this case? Did you bite off more than you could chew here?
Not
or
really.
Should've?
No, it's, you pick the color. That's the color that he wanted, so that's the color we painted.
Well, when he brought the plane in and the job got so big, why didn't you say no?
We did 3 or 4 times, but he insisted, we got to do it. You got to do it. I want to sell the plane.
You just couldn't say no.
So we just said, you know what? Let's do it and get it over with.
Harvey?
You know, this is pretty basic, but if you have the burden of proof in a case, you have to bring the evidence to court. If there's a stalemate or the judge just doesn't know what's up, you're going to lose. It is that simple. Person with the burden of proof better bring the evidence. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now on special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Good sleep is everything. That's why Ollie's Science Back Support is made with a blend of melatonin and L-theanine for both kiddos and grown-ups. So when your mind won't switch off, you've got something that can help. Your racing thoughts and restless nights won't stand a chance. Find Ollie Sleep Solutions for the whole family at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
This is the plaintiff, Felicia Davis. She says she purchased an unhealthy Rottweiler from the defendant. There were so many problems with her, she wants to return the dog to the defendant and get her money back. She also wants to be reimbursed for her vet bills because the guy out and out lied about the condition of the dog and she feels duped. She is suing for $1,049.01, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Walter Anderson. He says the plaintiff bought a puppy from him and was thrilled. He explained he gave the puppy its first deworming shot and told her she'd have to continue the treatments for the next 6 weeks until complete. She obviously had a change of heart about owning the puppy because she called him and demanded he come to pick it up and return her money. Hey, if you buy something in Walmart and want to return it, they don't come pick it up, and neither does he. He's accused of selling a rotten ride.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff bought an unhealthy Rottweiler from the defendant and wants her to pay for the vet bills and for all of the lies that the defendant told. But the defendant says the plaintiff screwed up the whole deworming thing. It's the case of Roddy to the core.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay. Felicia Davis.
Yes.
You are suing Walter Anderson.
Yes.
For $1,049.01, the cost of a puppy and vet bills that you incurred because you have discovered that your dog may not be able to breed.
Correct.
Tell me, what is going on?
On December 17th.
What kind of dog is that?
It's a Rottweiler, full breed.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute when they're little. Can you pick up the dog so I can get a better look? Aw. Okay. How old is that dog?
Should be 8 or 9 weeks now.
Oh my goodness. God, they're so big so fast. 8 or 9 weeks, that's how they look? Oh,
They
you
grow
are
fast.
just so cute. She friendly?
Yes.
She gonna bite me if I go down there?
No.
Hi. 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 Oh, you are just delicious. Yes. 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 Oh, you are just delicious. Oh, we'll get to the case in a second. Just delicious. Yes. Yes. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So you pick up the dog, and then you take the dog to the vet. What happened?
Correct. The dog, the night that I purchased the dog, which is, I made full payment on December 19th.
How much did you pay?
I paid a total of $600.
Okay.
I took the dog to the vet because the stool had a significant amount of roundworms in them.
Oh.
It looks like spaghetti, and it wasn't until I got it to the vet that night that I found out that they were roundworms.
Okay.
And upon taking the puppy to the vet, I took a fecal sample. The fecal sample revealed that the dog did indeed have roundworms and coccidia.
Okay.
And the examination revealed that the puppy had a tucked vulva, which meant that the dog would be prone to infections and...
A what?
A tucked vulva.
It's like not where...
She just said it was tucked. It wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay, and as such, it would be prone to infections and things of that nature, and it might not be able to breed, which was my intention of buying the dog in the first place.
All right. Did the vet give you a unfit for purchase certificate? Let me see that, please. Now, you were a little suspicious that there was a bait and switch pulled on you, correct?
Yes, I was.
All right, tell me about that.
My friend Herbert here and my spouse, who is not here today, when we went to go and make the final payment on the puppy, which was the second day, I actually went on the December 18th to give Mr. Anderson the deposit, and then I came back on the 19th to give him the remaining balance. The puppy that we had picked out on the first day, Mr. Anderson had tied a red tie around its neck, and that was not the same puppy that he produced the second day when we came to pick up the dog. How I knew that wasn't the same puppy was that we had settled on 2 puppies.
But so you felt that he had switched the tie?
Yes, I did.
And then you said to him, this isn't the puppy I picked.
Correct.
And then how did you find the puppy you had picked?
I asked Mr. Anderson if he still had the other puppy that we were interested in. He said yes. I said, would you mind going to get it? He said no, not at all. He brought the other puppy up.
At the end of the day, you picked the one you wanted.
Right, correct.
Right, which wasn't the one he was going to give you.
Right, correct.
That one's vulva may be perfect.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Correct.
All right, so at the end of the day, then, you've got a dog. The dog may not be able to breed, is prone to infection, certificate of unfit for sale. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, Judge. On December 18th, I got a call from Ms. Davis, and she showed interest in buying one of the puppies. She paid the deposit, she picks the puppy.
Okay.
Once she picks the puppy, I picked up a string to mark the puppy by tying the string.
Okay, did you ever remove the string? Anybody else remove the
not
string?
at all.
All right, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, she picked the puppy she wanted, and then that's the puppy that goes to her house.
That's
Did
my
you know
concern.
that that puppy had a tucked vulva?
No, ma'am, I took
Okay, but now we do know, and we know within the amount of time that the statute that protects her tells us. So what do you plan to do about it, and why haven't you done something?
So I have a question. What's better, buying a rescue or buying a purebred?
Buying a rescue.
Why is that?
Because if you buy one that's purebred, they're usually beaten and put in small cages, so a rescue.
Now, those are the horror stories. What do you think?
Rescue, because you're giving the dog another chance.
You're being humane.
Yeah.
I like that. And ma'am?
It's, you already know where it's coming from. It has, it's already had its shots and everything, and you're giving it.
So you're talking the rescue?
Yeah, the rescue.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
She wrote me a letter on December 26th or in that around
And
that
she
time.
picked up the dog December 18th.
Right. And upon reading her concerns, I picked up my phone immediately, called her up. She told me that the puppy had a tucked vulva, the puppy had worms. I told her that all puppies are born with worms. That's why there's a deworming process. I, in turn, did a deworming on the puppy, gave him his first shots.
Okay, I don't think the worms are really the issue, though, because worms are completely treatable. The problem is the congenital defect.
So after talking to her, hearing her concerns, I told her on the phone, bring the puppy back to me, and I'll give you your full refund as I take the puppy to my vet and have it examined. She refused.
She didn't want to bring the puppy to you.
She didn't want to.
She wanted you to pick it. How far away is the breeder?
50 miles each way.
50 miles each way. She felt she'd already been there twice. You ended up selling her a defective product, and she wanted you to come and pick up the product. She didn't want to have to drive 50 miles each way again. She doesn't want to drive 100 miles. You felt that was unfair because if you buy something at Walmart and you want to return it at Walmart, you got to come back to Walmart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So upon telling her that if she just returned the puppy back, I will give her her refund, and that'll be that. Because I see she was not.
What were you planning on refunding?
$600.
Well, what about all the vet bills?
You don't go spend.
Do you know New Jersey dog law, or you don't know New Jersey dog law?
I probably don't. Okay. But I do know this.
Let me see the contract the original contract that she fills out when you sold her the dog.
We didn't make a contract.
It was a buy-sell contract. We didn't make a contract. Okay, so you don't have a written contract. How many dogs can you sell a year before you're covered by the pet dealer law in your state?
Am I covered? So can you repeat the question again?
The question is, every state has dog laws that govern this buying and selling of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know anything of what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
All righty, well, we're going to educate you in 1 second.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to hand this to you, so you're going to leave with this, okay? Because you need to read it. It's about 10 pages that apply to you if you're going to be selling more than 5 dogs a year. Pay attention, okay? Because here's how it works. When there's a problem like there is here, not the dog has worms, that wouldn't cut it. But when there's a problem as there is here, there are 3 things that side can do. Number 1, return the dog, get the purchase price back, and get the vet fees covered. And get the vet fees covered. Number 2, exchange the dog and get the vet fees covered. And number 3, keep the dog and get the vet fees covered. Which of these are you electing?
I would like to give him the puppy back and get the purchase price and my vet bills paid.
Okay. Did you bond with the dog?
I did, and I hate to give her back, but there are just too many unknowns at this point, and my whole intention of purchasing her was to mate it.
Okay. All right. You sold her a dog that she thought could breed, and the dog can't breed. She wants her money back. She wants her vet fees back, and I'm ordering you to pay those things back. Here's what's going to happen. She's going to return the dog to you. You prepared to take the dog today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're going to refund to her the $600 plus the vet fees that she has shown me proof of here, and therefore I rule in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,049.01. What's the dog's name? Did you name her?
Isis.
Isis. Okay, say goodbye to Isis. Look at her, she doesn't want to go. All right, she'll get used to it. It's been, what, a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, looks like she recognizes you. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So as the plaintiff comes out here, the question for you is, are those tears?
Yes, they're tears.
So that's kind of the answer to the question. How could you do it?
There were just too many unknowns. My whole purpose of buying the puppy was to mate it with my Rottweiler that I have at home. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that with this puppy.
And so what did it feel like to watch that dog go over to the other side?
It doesn't feel good.
You sure you made the right decision there?
I think I did.
All right, okay. Good luck. Good luck. Head around the corner there. All right, so come on in. You guys have smiles on your face, and come on in with what's the dog's name now that you have it?
They said it was Isis, so I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I know it's a good, healthy dog, and I never saw any vet bill receipt that she claimed she had, but I'm satisfied. As long as she's happy, I'm happy.
This is the cutest dog.
That's right. I'm glad we got her back. I'm glad.
Yeah, you are?
I'm glad.
What are you going to do with Isis?
Raise up.
All right, Isis. Isis. See you later.
I'll send you all pictures of her puppies.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Harvey. This is all of our dog now.
You know, I got to say, there is something weird about this plaintiff just giving up a dog that she's bonded with. It is disturbing. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Tomorrow morning is knocking.
Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
This is the plaintiff, Paul Gallo. He says he's been parking his BMW in the exact same spot in the parking lot of a chain store he works for the past 4 years. And one day after work, he went to find his car and it was gone. He contacted the cops first because he thought the car had to have been stolen. 2 days later, the cops found it at the defendant's tow shop. And when he inquired about why it was towed, the defendant told him his car looked like a flood car and that it had been sitting there for weeks. Well, nothing could be further from the truth since he drives it every day. And what the defendant did was downright illegal. He's suing for $2,390.36 for the tow and the damages the defendant caused. This is the defendant, Subute Onlu. He says the plaintiff had expired temporary plates on his car, and the town will fine the owner of the lot when cars are abandoned, so he towed it. Also, he didn't cause any damage to that car, and there's something very fishy about this story, because the car's registered in Lincoln, Nebraska, and this all happened in Long Island, New York. Bottom line, this was a by-the-book tow, and he owes nothing. He's accused of banging up a Beamer. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,504 for storage, towing fees, and lost wages.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff parked his car in the same lot for 4 years. It's a BMW. It got towed, and it was damaged. But the defendant says the plaintiff had expired tags, and that justifies the tow. It's the case of the ultimate suing machine.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Paul Gallo,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are suing Broadway Towing Incorporated and Al's Towing Incorporated, represented here by Mr. Onlu. What is your position with the tow companies?
I'm the manager.
You're the manager, okay. And you have their the owner's authority to be here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For $2,390.36 in damages that you say happened as a result of the tow that you say was inappropriate. You have a counterclaim against them for $1,500 for storage, missed wages, and the cost of the tow that apparently wasn't paid. Tell me what happened.
Well, basically, I drove into work that day. About 45 minutes later.
Where do you work?
I work for Kohl's. And,
The department store?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I came into work early that day. About 45 minutes later, my car was gone. I realized that at the end of the night. I reported the car stolen. I called Broadway that evening to see if they had the car. They did not. Called the police department. They filed a stolen police report. About a day or so later, detectives called me and said that they had located the vehicle. Broadway does have it. I tried to contact them.
Why wasn't that reported to the police department right away once you
It
told
was
it?
reported by under Al's Towing. I'm the second contractor of Broadway Towing.
Okay. So did you call Broadway or Al?
I called Broadway because those are the signs that are posted.
Did he tell you why they weren't able to find it 2 days earlier?
No.
He didn't say we screwed up or anything else?
There was none of that.
Okay, so anyway, you now know where your car is. What do you do?
I contacted Broadway. Broadway wanted compensation to release the vehicle.
Now, you work there, so you have a right to park there.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you tell them that?
Yes.
But according to you, there was something else that was wrong with the car.
There's no plates on the car.
No plates at all or expired plates? Sir, I'm talking to you. No plates at all or
The car had
expired
no
plates?
plates at all.
Is that accurate?
In-transit tags posted in the windshield. No official license plates. It's a
Okay,
brand new
but was
vehicle.
it still valid?
No.
So it was expired?
Yes.
So they had a paper plate and it was expired. Was that accurate?
No.
Well, let me see the date on your plate.
Sure.
And let me see your tow receipt. What's 010? What month is that? I have no idea what's going on there.
That's the tag as the dealer sent it to me.
But 0100 is what month? I don't know what that means. Do you?
That's the...
Go ahead.
My research, he received the car September 1st, 2012.
Okay.
If you buy a car from out of state, you got 1 month temporary registration sticker or tag.
Okay. So maybe this means October 1st, 2012? That would kind of make sense. What day did you tow it?
November 25th.
Oh, that's way past the tag. So why do you believe it wasn't expired?
The dealer explained to me I have to the end of the year to register it in New York, and it would still be valid.
You're a thinking human being, right? Because Kohl's wouldn't hire you otherwise if you didn't have connected brain cells. It says right here expires. So why would you think that this was still valid? And that's important because they have a contract with the establishment that if there's any cars that aren't supposed to be there, tow them. One type of car that's not supposed to be there is a car without plates or with plates that aren't valid. This is a car with plates that aren't valid. I don't know how you could think that they're valid at that point. Why didn't you just get good plates on your car?
So I contacted the dealer. He said it was good to the end of the year. I didn't have the title.
Did you mention to him that that's not what the paper tag he gave says?
Yes, Your Honor. So I didn't have the title. I just received title, and I was able to register the car in New York.
All right. So the car gets towed, and then for some reason you release the car without him paying for the tow because you found out he worked there?
No, the property owner called up, Mr. Sorrento,
Right.
and asked us to give us a favor and release the car for free. So we released the car for free.
Wow, I've never seen that happen with a tow company. All right, so he came and picked up the car, and he still didn't even have a title.
The vehicle was not released to me. It's leased through BMW. I had to contact BMW, and they towed it to a dealership.
Oh, it's leased through BMW. So
Yes, ma'am.
BMW has a title?
BMW had the title.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
that's why you guys took it to BMW.
I
All
also
right.
faxed all the paperwork.
All right, so you take it to BMW, and then you discover, according to you, that they've damaged it during the tow. And tell me what you mean by that.
So is it fair to tow somebody when they have expired tags in a parking lot?
I think it's not about fair, it's about it being the law.
So tough luck.
Yeah.
Tough luck?
Yeah, it shouldn't have been there for 4 years in the first place.
No, it wasn't there for 4 years. He parked it there for 4 years, going inside the courtroom.
So the rear bumper has 2 scratch marks. Like if another car tapped it, the license plate would fit where the damage is. BMW provided me an estimate for repair.
Okay. Can I see a picture of the damage that you're talking about?
I do not have one. I have an
How are you
estimate.
going to
for
prove
the-
your case, my dear, without a picture of the damage you're talking about, so I can see what you're talking about? You want almost $2,500 for damage, and you don't bring me a picture of the damage? How are you going to?
I have an estimate from BMW.
Okay,
for
let
the
me see
damage.
the estimate from BMW. Okay, let's go over what you're suing for. You're suing for this repair estimate of $559.42, repair to the rear bumper. You're suing for $162.94 for what?
I was charged to fully inspect the vehicle.
Now, you're referring to this charge for as per customer request, looked over vehicle after impound tow. Everything looks okay at this time. Full scan and looked over car, all working normal.
That's for mechanicals, yes, Your Honor. It's an all-wheel drive car, so if it was towed improperly, there could have been damage to the drivetrain.
Okay. So you want this reimbursed even though nothing was wrong with it mechanically?
Correct, but if the car wasn't towed, I wouldn't have to pay.
Okay. So then there's damage to the body. And the damage to the body is what you don't have a picture of. And how do I know what we're talking about when you don't bring me a picture?
I thought the explanation from BMW would suffice.
Okay. And then how did a case where you would have to pay $559.42 for damages become a case where you are asking for $2,390.36 in damages? How did that happen? You have loss of use of the vehicle, $281. Correct. How did you figure that one out?
I took the lease payment and I divided it by the days I was without the vehicle and insurance.
Then there's personal time lost, $962.
Correct. So
how did you come up with $962 for your personal time lost?
I took my salary and divided it by the hours I took to retrieve the vehicle.
According to you, he kept changing his mind about where he wanted it towed to?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do understand that I am not buying this defense when you have a paper tag that is expired by a month. It was not an illegitimate tow. You can't have that. And the reason why is because the owner of the property hires them because they can end up getting a ticket, correct? If there are cars without plates or cars with expired plates on their lot. Is that correct?
By the town.
By the town. All right. So what is your counterclaim about?
Well, I mean, the money we didn't charge him.
Right?
I'm a tow company. I mean,
Right.
I brought in some tools with me from BMW, Jaguar, and other stuff. I want to show it to you how we hook up cars on
Okay.
a flatbed.
Go ahead.
If you want to see it.
Okay.
Those hooks, they go on the front bumper or rear bumper.
All right.
Now, when you hook up the car, all the BMWs and Porsche Panameras, all the Porsche Cayennes, whatever, they all have one. Now, I took a couple of pictures last night. Did a little demonstration on the BMW we hooked up.
Why is a BMW special?
Well, because we have a contract with them.
Right.
The day we took Mr. Gallo's car, we took 15 cars from the same lot. But the reason we took the car, these were the cars left over from Hurricane Sandy with no plates, and he was one of them. Companies, you know what they were doing? They were just dumping the cars in Kohl's parking lot, using them as a storage.
Right.
So,
no, I understand. I mean, clearly that's not what he was doing. What he was doing was working at Kohl's.
No, I didn't know.
But we're done. Just listen up, everybody. You towed the car to BMW.
Yes.
So when you guys got sued, you went to BMW and said, let me see the paperwork.
Yes.
You have a piece of paper that you're presenting to me saying that they checked it out mechanically and there was nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
You also then saw the piece of paper that said there's damage to the rear bumper.
No.
Okay. There is a piece of paper that they issued the same day, an estimate for damage to the rear bumper. Okay? Body damage, not mechanical damage, but body damage for $559. So apparently there is some damage to the bumper. It is your job as the plaintiff in this case to prove to me that whatever damage to the bumper happened during the tow. Let's say that it's possible that that would happen. You know what else is also possible? That in the month you were driving the car, that you, parallel parking or something, you backed into something. I have no idea. I have no pictures of the damage that you're saying. You have a piece of paper from BMW saying there's no damage as a result of the tow. That doesn't help you. How are you going to prove that a scratch on your bumper that you won't bring me a picture of is a result of the tow? I'll give you the answer. I'll let you out of your misery. You can't. Okay? Now, on your counterclaim against him, where you're asking for thousands of dollars for your time wasted for 3 people at $350 a person, and then you want 6 days storage and the cost of the tow, when at the end of the day, you guys agreed to return the car. So now you're just angry you're being sued, so now you're going to backpedal on something you agreed to, and that does not a contract make. If you released him from the obligation of paying for the tow, then that's what you did. So on your counterclaim against him, 0, and on his claim against you, also 0, because I don't believe you can prove your case.
All right, so the plaintiff just unable to prove your claim that the damage was caused by them.
Correct.
Why no pictures? Why no nothing, evidence, and so on?
I thought the statement from BMW would have sufficed. I guess pictures would have definitely helped my case.
And the expired tags?
The dealer told me they were valid, so I guess I should have delved into that a little bit deeper, but in my mind, they were valid.
You still parking there?
Yes, sir.
All right. You head right down this way, and that wraps it up for you. And let's see what brings his box out here. All right, come on in here next to me here. What's your feeling on the outcome here? The tow guy.
I'm very happy. I'm satisfied.
The tow
because
guy.
we didn't damage his car.
He seems like a nice guy, but nobody likes tow guys. Why does nobody like him?
They always say that.
Right?
But the thing is that this never happened. We never damaged the car. Trust me, we're very careful with this car.
All right, I like this tow guy. Harvey?
There is no way you can win a damage case like this without bringing in pictures. If you don't bring in pictures, certainly have the ability to, you are out of luck.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Selling your car should feel like one less thing on your list, not one more. With Carvana, it is. Just go to Carvana.com, enter your license plate or VIN, and get a real offer down to the penny. No back and forth, no surprises, just an experience you can trust. Like your offer? Accept it. Schedule pickup, and we'll come to you with a check in hand. Your car, your timeline, your terms. Visit Carvana.com to sell your car today.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.